Good afternoon. It is Friday, April 5th, and it is time to get to work. It is 5:46 in the late afternoon, early evening, and I am headed downtown right now. I'm about to turn the app on. I had to go to America's Tire today and get a screw taken out of my right rear tire and found out that I need new tires. So, I'll be doing that next week. But anyway, I am ready to roll here. So with that, I have power on, turned off. Everything east to me is turned off. Nate Bergazzi is here in town doing a show at the Golden One tonight, so I'm expecting it to be pretty busy with that going on, and I think there's other concerts and stuff happening as well. So hopefully it's going to be a banger Friday night, and we'll close out the week on a high note. With that, let's turn on the app and let's get rolling. Sweet. All right, we are live and ready for a ride. So I'll cruise downtown here, and hopefully I get a ride in the way. If not, then we'll update once I do get a ride. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go back to driving down the road here. Except that's going to north. Yeah, the wrong way. And look at how bad that was. That was $22 an hour and a shitty ride. So no, thank you. Thank you, Maximo and Para, for kicking that one out. That was a bad ride. Anyway, if I get a ride, I'll update. If not, I will later. And let's fingers crossed for a good night. All right, I'll be back. All right, got a ride. Had a couple offers that came through that were just shitty, not going where I want to go. Oak Grove, Rio Linda. There was another one that was going in the South Sac area, but it was just a little too far south outside of my parameters, so I declined that one. But now we got a ride that's taking us to the mall, Arden Fair Mall, and which is fine because then I can jump on 160 and get back into town from there pretty easily and start taking advantage of some stuff happening downtown. That'll be the plan for right now. So we're gonna go get Sarah here and be done, get on the board with a ride and get the night started off right. So let's see what happens here. All right, I'll be back. Updates, of course, over the night, and we will see how this night unfolds. So I'll be right back. Well, if you watched the video from last night, you saw that I was in the airport queue, and I was talking about that when I was leaving, about that it was kind of a waste of time to be just sitting there doing nothing. So I wanted to kind of follow up on that, not going to Roseville, on that discussion and my point regarding sitting in the airport queue is a waste of time. So this ride right here for $19.93, that was the ride that got me out to the airport. I took off, picked it up at 7:18. It took me 16 minutes to get there. So, that's 7:35, we'll say, that I got to the airport and into the queue probably at about 7:40. So from 7:40 to 8:48, that's an hour and 8 minutes of sitting there, not moving, garnered me $24. And that was with a $7 tip. So my point is that in that hour, I could have probably made more money in the hour by driving straight back into town and then picking up rides for that hour instead of just sitting there and doing nothing. The evidence of sitting in the queue versus coming back and driving, to me, is pointing towards don't go sit in the queue. Last night was kind of an anomaly because there was really not very many people in the queue, so it looked attractive to go sit there and wait, but I still ended up waiting over an hour for a ride out. And I think, based on my statistics and what I see, would be better for me to not do that again. So, moral of the story for me personally is that I have to remind myself that when I go drop someone off, if I'm not getting a ride right away when I drop someone off that's within the area where I want to go, I just need to leave and drive back into town and pick up rides either on the way back, or just get back here and start driving back in my zone and executing my strategy as far as getting rides. So I just kind of wanted to touch base on that from last night because I said that I felt like it was a waste of time, and I think this kind of shows that it was. I definitely could have made more in that hour than $24 by coming back into town. So anyway, right now hitting a little bit of a lull for tonight. Not really sure what's going on, but it's kind of slowed down. The comedy show is going on at the Golden One right now. I think it's already started, and I think things will kind of get crazy, I'm sure, once that gets out. Plus the regular club and bar scene will be happening probably from 10 o'clock on. So I think I'm just gonna have to sit tight and grind it out here for a couple hours before things start taking off again. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, I'll be back to update in a little bit, and I'll see you then. Quick update. Been pretty consistently busy since the damn rider. Been pretty busy, consistently moving. It's been great. The Nate Bargatze show has got out, and there is a ton of people downtown right now. They're all over the place. So I think it's gonna end up being a really good night in the end. K Street is just packed with people, and all the bars seem to be hopping right now. So it looks like it's going to be a good night. So we'll see what happens. With that cancellation, I'm going to head back down towards where all the people are and see if we get another ride and keep this night going. So I will check back here in a little bit. All right, quick update. Things have been going pretty good. Been bouncing around, taking people out of the downtown area and out to the outlying areas, East Sac and such, as you can see where I'm at right now. But I am going to turn on all the areas east of me to see if we can catch a ride going home, and we'll maybe close out the night in Folsom, which I haven't done in a while, mainly because it just hasn't worked out. But we'll see. Let's see if we can make it work tonight. It'll be kind of a change and see what happens. So let's go turn all this stuff on. Rosemont, Home, Citrus, Folsom, South Rancho, and the Pick. That's all of them. Save it. All right, let's see what happens. But we are an hour and a half, less than an hour and a half away from the witching hour, and there is a ton of people out right now. All the bars on K Street are pretty packed. Just a lot of people out tonight, which is good news for me. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how this plays out tonight. Hoping for some more bangers around the East Sac downtown area like I'm doing right now, and then maybe get something with some surge at the 1:30, 2 o'clock hour to go back out to Folsom to close it out. So we'll see what happens. But as you can see, everything is $4 signs and really doing pretty well as far as activity goes, and I'm hoping it stays that way. All right, back to work. Next update will be from the garage. Close out the night in my week, and I will talk to you then. All right, that's a wrap on a good night. Man, it turned out to be a good night. Just consistent, really, after the Nate Bargatze show got out. It's been great. It's been a good night, really good night. So with that, let's turn the apps off. Hey, boy, come on, phone. Well, we can turn that one off. There we go. Let's turn this one off, and look at that, nice and tight. Lots of work downtown, which is exactly what we like to see. That's a good night right there. Just that one trip out to Natomas, and that was really about it. Everything else was pretty close downtown, which is exactly what I want. All right, so let's look at numbers. Nice. I'll take that. That's a pretty decent Friday night. Not too bad. Let's see what the week looks like. Even better. I can get 4 weeks out of the month at that. That's a great month. I'll do that. I'll take that anytime. All right. Yeah, good week. Wednesday, obviously not the best. Hit the low spot there, but again, I like that climb. Climbs back up. Every day getting better. That's all you can ask for. So far this first week, this changed to hourly rate versus dollar per mile seems to be paying off pretty good. I've been doing, getting some longer rides on average a little bit, I think. But overall, it's been pretty consistently the short little hops in town. And obviously a lot of that has to do with the restrictions as far as what Para does, but seems to be working out. We'll see. Next week we'll give it a go again and see how it does. All right, that's gonna wrap it up. Thanks so much for watching. One thing, I did look at some of the stats on the videos, and like 91% of the people that watch my videos, which I appreciate, everyone that watches them, are not subscribed. So do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. It's an easy thing to do. You're going to help me out, and I would appreciate that. And in the meantime, I will be back at it next week, starting on Wednesday, I think, next week. Yeah, so I'll see you then. And again, thanks for watching.